last week when you came on the Cohn phone, you basically expressed the reason that people should be hesitant and skeptical that this quarterback at number 3 is going to work out. Just historical precedent. It doesn't happen very much. You had a list of what, 16? I mean, I could argue that list down to 13 or 14 if you wanted to be really, really tough. I mean, ask the Dolphins about Tannehill or maybe Michael. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Mac Jones seems to be the target. At least that's what Adam Schefter says. If, in your opinion, if the Niners get Mac Jones, is he definitely an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh my God. Where do I start with Mac Jones? Okay. Mac Jones. As soon as I hear Mac Jones' name, first things that pop in my mind are Matt Bolger, Colt McCoy, what was another guy? Cade McCown. Like, these are just guys. Like, his name even suggests that. Mac Jones, like, 2-syllable name. And then what really killed me about Mac Jones, like, I'm looking at him and I heard your commentary on him, is he's in a rocking chair. And it's just heave, hold, throw it to Devontae Smith, heave, hold, throw it to Jalen Waddle. So I didn't see really any timing passes. I didn't see a lot of precision routes. I didn't see where he's throwing dimes where the windows are contested. I didn't see any of that with him at Alabama. And the point you've been making all week, you couldn't beat out Tua. And I've never had any type of affection for Tua because really, I think the best thing coming out of there in recent years was Jalen Hurts. And for whatever reason, like we're going to talk about Jimmy getting railroaded, I really felt Jalen Hurts got railroaded out of that program because think about it. He took them to the championship twice. He lost to Deshaun Watson. That's not bad. That's not something to be cool about, bro. So he lost to Deshaun, and he loses his job at halftime of a national championship game. And Tua throws a bomb, and there the legend is born.
Right.
Like they in the media, I don't know what it is, but they have their particular people that they like. And I've noticed that over the course of years. And now with the whole Mac Jones thing, I'm looking at him and I'm like, I really don't see anything special. And when you're drafting top 10, these are supposed to be blue chip, day one starters, come in, contribute day one, not sit on the bench, especially if you traded, like everyone keeps saying 3 first rounds. We traded 1 and traded 2 futures. That's how I've been looking at it. So, and then on top of it, only Arizona has a draft pick next year. So,
right, good point. Seattle doesn't. Good point.
The Rams don't. Like everyone in our division is in win now mode. It's like the SEC of the NFL, the NFC West. So, and I get Wild Kyle, but just to stay on topic, Mac Jones, I don't believe will be an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo. Simply put, because the program he's going to, I didn't really see where he was the focal point of the program where they had to lean on Mac Jones. I think he was just along for the ride. So,
I mean, like when I watch him at Alabama, like he's terrific. He gets the ball out of his hands very quickly and he's decisive. But how hard is it to be decisive at Alabama? If they say this pass and the first read is Devontae Smith, you just drop back and throw it to Devontae Smith, even if he's not open by the time you hit the top of your drop, because you trust him. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. He's the best player on your team. And same with Jalen Waddle. And it's good that he trusts those receivers, but will he have the same level of trust with other players in the NFL? Will he get rewarded for his trust? Would Jimmy Garoppolo have played any worse at Alabama last year? Would he have been any less decisive if he was playing in college football with those receivers?
Exactly, bro. And it's been going on for years. Like Tua's evaluation to me was always skewed because of that very same reason. You have Jalen, Judy, Waddle. Like, it's just
every single player around him was a first-round pick. The offensive line, the running backs, everyone.
So how can you really judge someone objectively when everyone around you is 5-star?
And also, you got to admit that Tua doesn't look too great on the Dolphins right now.
Bro, I've been killing them. Like, let me tell y'all, the Dolphin fan base is, if y'all don't know, if y'all on the outside, it basically got split because of this guy, Tua.
Okay.
And I really feel that's what would happen if Mac Jones gets picked here. Like, the fan base would literally get split because there was a portion that they were Justin Herbert. The year before was the consensus number one pick.
Yeah.
Before the whole Kyler Murray
Right.
avalanche started.
Yes.
And he just decided to go back to school. So I'm gonna go into that later, but I've always questioned, like, how can you go from consensus number one overall pick? You go back to school. They saw that your weapons weren't there. You still had a good year, and then all of a sudden you're no good. Like, I never understood that. So like I said, I call myself eye test because it never lies. The tape never lies. You know that, Grant. They tell you all the time, the eye in the sky never lies. Why do you think we record practices?
It's true.
We record practices, bro, just so that when your coach is evaluating you, he could go on film and say, Jane, what are you doing right there?
Yeah.
Exactly. Pause it so everyone could look at it. Bro, so it's so much that goes into this game. And for a guy to be around 5-star recruits all around the field and his decision is just first read, you're not getting that in the NFL. Like, I know they complained about Tua in the NFL. They were like, well, his receivers had the lowest degree of separation. I really think, like, they're just throwing stats on top of stats. Like, people didn't even think about these type of things 10 years ago, degrees of separation between them. Everyone is good in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's why you have a great quarterback with accuracy. What made Joe Montana so special? What made people like Dan Marino so special? Their accuracy.
Yeah.
No matter where that ball was, no matter where the defender was, they were going to give you a catchable ball that you could run after the catch with.
Right. And only in a place where only the offensive player can get it.
Exactly. If I have to throw it low and away so that the defensive back who's draped over your right shoulder can't get it, that's what I'm going to do. And then on top of that, they knew how to protect their receivers.
Yep.
Some of these quarterbacks are throwing these receivers into haymakers. So
that's true.
And I've heard you make this point, like, they're not teaching these college quarterbacks the game properly. And I can attest to it because I remember being in college and we were going through a 2-quarterback system. We had the athletic guy with the arm, and then we had the big strappy prototypical pocket passer.
Was that Fresno State?
I was at a JUCO named West Hills before I went to Fresno.
Okay.
And that's what we went through. We went through a quarterback shuffle, and at the end of the day, even I'm speaking from the receiver standpoint. People say, well, you could lose the team if Jimmy is whatever quarterback gives the receiver the ball in the best position to make a play. That's who we want. That's who we love. So, that's the popular guy.